Some time ago, in the not-so-distant past, I heard about this game called the Thaumaturge. It was referred to as a Wish version of Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, that kind of piqued my interest. It's probably pretty cheap. I'll check it out, see what it's about. It looks pretty cool, but what exactly is it? And most importantly, does it stand on faith, or are we calling in the Exorcist? How's it going? It's Hesh from No Frills, and this is Refund Window, where I play a game for the duration of the 2-hour Steam refund window, see if it's any good. We all know looks can be deceiving, so I want to know, is this one worth keeping, or am I going to exorcise the demon and repossess my wallet with some cash? Let's check it out. One of the things with this one that stood out right away to me were the character designs. They actually paid some good attention to them, and that's a huge deal with a game like this. You're going to be spending a lot of time talking, reading, and looking at these ugly mugs. So good on them for that. The world design itself, it's good. I mean, it's not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I mean, we're here for the story mostly. This is kind of a story adventure game more so than combat, and you'll see that here in a moment. The combat is pretty cool. I really like where they went with it. It's got some neat shit. The setting and story definitely have my interest piqued, and this game plays more like almost like a point-and-click detective game than anything else until you get to that combat I mentioned earlier. Check this out. It's almost like a card system. You get to choose your attack and even have a little preview of what your enemy might be doing. It's kind of like a perception system. The coolest part, though, comes in your like otherworldly helpers. Pretty awesome. So far I've been able to get 2, and they are really beneficial. One of the coolest parts is you can kind of hot swap them in the middle of combat depending on the situation. Of course, certain ones are going to be better for certain things. I really can't wait to see the other ones that I get to like capture. It's going to be sick. The choices you make in dialogue have an actual impact, and you seem to have this flaw system where you can feed your flaws. The other characters you'll encounter throughout the story have flaws as well. And I was pleasantly surprised with the appearance of Rasputin of all people. It's kind of cool you get to pal around with him a little bit. Really curious to see where they take this one. Cool story, bro. Looks lame and slow. While the game is slower paced and it's not extremely action heavy, there aren't a bunch of explosions and shit flying all over the place like I usually like, I really do enjoy a good atmosphere and a good story. And so far, this one really seems to be hooking me. It's got me really interested to see what happens next. I'm playing it just for the story alone. The graphics are great. I really like the combat mechanics. The whole game, super fun. I've enjoyed my time with it, so it's definitely a keeper. A Wish version of Baldur's Gate 3, this is not. It is its own thing. Sure, it's got the isometric style and a lot of dialogue, a lot of reading, things like that. Your choices have consequences. All of these things are in other games, especially of this genre, so I would expect them here, and well, that's what I got. It does seem a little bit light in the beginning, which is where I'm at, as far as things to kind of research and look and kind of do. I think that's all just part of a huge setup, and once they kick me out into the wild, I'm really going to get out there and be able to do some cool, awesome stuff. We'll see. I'm here for it. I'm keeping it. If it piqued your interest, check it out. You might like it. You might hate it. Who knows? Either way, keep playing. How's it going? It's Hesh. If you liked what you saw even a tiny bit, do me a favor, shoot me a like and a sub, and if you're feeling awfully generous, give me a share, man. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.